All right. Well, I have to keep you talking to the minimum because working with your wonderful children the last couple of days, I've yelled my voice away. I've lost my band director voice in retirement. Hey, this has been a blast. I got to tell you right now, I've enjoyed every minute of working with these kids. We've been able to expose them to some new music that they haven't played before. I guarantee you, every kid on the stage right now will tell you there is something in here that they are playing that they have never played before. So it's been a great learning experience for them. All right, the next piece that we're going to play for you is going to be the oldest piece that we play on the program. It's about 250 years old. The world turned upside down. If you lived in colonial America during the 1700s, this was the top hit of the day. It would be equal to having like the latest song by Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift or something like that. Everybody knew the song. Everybody was singing the song. They were singing it in all the bars and taverns. They were singing it at the parties and stuff like that. Everybody knew this tune. Now, it's just a little ditty of a tune that probably would have fallen into obscurity except for a historical event in which it showed up. The Battle of Yorktown in 1781 ultimately would bring the American Revolution, the Revolutionary War, to an end. The British made a fatal mistake. The British Army under Cornwallis retreated into the city of Yorktown, Virginia, which happened to be on a peninsula, and they were going to be resupplied by the British Navy. What they did not know was that the French Navy had shown up and had blockaded the Chesapeake Bay and couldn't get supplies to them. George Washington managed to surround the city of Yorktown and just basically pounded the British Army into surrender. When they surrendered, that was the largest surrender of any British force any time during the American Revolution. Ultimately, after that, the British would surrender and America gained its independence. Now, where this tune comes in is when the British Army, when the British band I'm going to try that again. When the British Army surrendered and marched off the field, they laid down their arms. The British Army band selected this tune, "The World Turned Upside Down," to play for the ceremony because to them, the world had turned upside down. They could not believe that this bunch of ragtag, bunch of American farmers and crop pickers and stuff like this had come down and had defeated the most mighty army on the face of the earth at that time. And so what has happened is Robert Jager, a famous American composer, took the idea of the world turned upside down in that particular historic moment and has adapted it for modern concert band. So when we play this piece in a minute, it's kind of a short little march, but it is historically significant because, like I said, it was played at the Battle of Yorktown, and you're going to hear the sound of fifes and field drums and bagpipes. It is a British band after all. And so he captured all of those sounds in there. So I hope you'll enjoy this little piece of American history here, "The World Turned Upside Down." Okay, more American history. And I think that everybody knows taps. It is the most famous of all bugle calls, traditionally played at military funerals or on military bases at the close of day. But it actually had an origination. It was actually written by a Union Army bugler named Daniel Butterfield during the Civil War. He chose a piece to play that was a little more solemn than most of the bugle calls. There were certain occasions that called for that. Well, pretty quick, the Confederate Army got wind of it, and they liked it too, and they started playing it. And after the Civil War, taps just gradually grew and became traditionally used the way it is today, and has remained part of the bugle lexicon ever since. In 2012, at Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C., they held a special ceremony for the 150th anniversary of the composition of taps. And what they did was they had 150 buglers from every branch of the military came and performed a special arrangement of taps. But and that was great, that was really cool in itself. But after that was over with, those various buglers scattered all over Arlington National Cemetery and played taps, not all together, sometimes at different times. And as visitors walked through the park, they could hear the taps coming from over here or from over there. They might I hear something that's something like an echo, then there might be one up very close to them. And it was a very eerie and mysterious moment, but it was also very moving for anybody that's ever had taps played at a funeral of a loved one. So this piece captures the spirit of that particular celebration, a celebration of taps. You will hear bits and pieces of taps all throughout the piece coming from various sections of the band. Hope you enjoy it.